Previously on the Dice Girls.
I think I was the target of a prank. I'm not sure who by. A couple of my friends have had similar things happen. It's just annoying. I'd give anything to find out who is doing this. And
we'll find out.
Yeah, do you know why you might be targeted?
A couple of my friends and I, we believe that Osylam should have some sort of government.
Could you tell us who else was attacked? Maybe we can help all of you out.
Vince is the barber, and then over at the vet's office, Rosemary she got egged. We think maybe the apothecary might be next. Megsy over there.
I mean, we'll see what we can do.
Wolfric, to be honest, he's been hiding here for many, many years.
Do you know where we can find him?
I have a map that shows the general path to getting to the area that Wolfric lives in.
With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
I feel awkward.
So yes, you have just been given the map to Wolfric's place by Hyone, and she has wished you luck on your journey.
I mean, we should probably help the people here in Osylam before we go anywhere else, right?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Yes, I think I could use just the slightest of trims. We can go see Fence at the barber shop.
Sounds like a plan. So yeah, let's go get your haircut.
Trimmed.
Let's get your hair trimmed. Tell them not to take too much off.
Right.
You might lose a little bit of that gloriousness. We can't have that.
That couldn't happen.
Oh, it couldn't? No. It's just not possible?
No, it's not possible. There are laws.
Triton laws.
Whoa.
Yes.
Is that a law on how short your hair gets, or a law on how glorious you need to be?
I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
Okay. Well, anyways, we should probably get going.
You all head to the barber shop, and when you walk in, it's very welcoming. The whole town of Osylam just seems very, it's very warm and welcoming. The layout of it, everything is, made out of, logs. It's just charming. And, you head into the barber shop, and, there is a tiefling barber, in the barber shop. He has, dark brown skin, yellow eyes. His horns are, small. They're very short and they stick straight up. And he is sweeping up some hair clippings from a chair that is in front of a mirror.
Hi, are you Vince?
Yes, I am. What can I do for you today?
Well, we heard that you might have been, okay, well, to be blunt, we heard that you might have been, attacked recently, and we're trying to figure this out. We're trying to help.
You must be talking about the blasted sprites that were released in my barber shop recently.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. That was not a good day. Those things are... I don't know if you've ever encountered sprites, but those things are quite mischievous. Someone left me a package on my doorstep. I had ordered some new combs, so I thought that's what it was. And when I opened up the package, bam, sprites everywhere. It was a disaster. They knocked over everything. They flew into the mirrors and made them all dirty and just were literally in people's hair. It was bad. It was a bad day.
Can I see them?
Well, they're no longer here. We had to get rid of them.
Are they on a farm in upstate New York?
He looks at you. Yep, they sure are.
Oh, good.
I'm Rhakna, by the way. This is Triggus and Kai.
And as you already know, my name is Vince. It's very nice to meet you. Why do you ask about the incident?
We heard about it from James the leatherworker when we were helping him out. Someone left a mimic in his basement.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he mentioned a few other people had been attacked, and we're just trying to help out any way we can.
Yeah, there's been a couple of us that have had so-called pranks pulled on us, but they're a little more serious than that. It's a little, I don't know, these pranks are causing actual destruction on small levels, but still destruction. I had to close my shop down for the entire afternoon to get those sprites out of here and clean up the mess they left behind. And I can't imagine James had an easy time with a mimic in his basement either.
No. I mean, I don't know if he had an easy time. I didn't have an easy time with it. Do you have any suspicions on who might be doing this?
Well, if James is right. It seems like it might be people who are kind of pushing for a government in Osylam. It seems to be the common thread between us. I'm a barbershop in a town full of werefolk, so business is pretty good. I get to talk to pretty much everyone in the town who comes through here. I get to hear their ideas and their complaints and their thoughts about the town, and the people need someone to better represent them than the elders who are just locked away and hardly seen. I feel like the elders can't accurately represent the needs of our people, and I think that I would be a great candidate to represent the everyday folk of Osylam. And I've been trying to spread that idea around a little bit, and it seems that maybe someone didn't like it so much. Is my only guess. I don't have enemies. I get along with pretty much anyone. Like I said, I'm the barber, and everybody needs a haircut. That's one thing that pretty much is common among every person. At some point, they'll need their haircut. So that's really the only thing I could think of that might ruffle a few feathers.
Now we need to discuss my hair.
Your hair is glorious, my good sir.
Thank you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Are you needing a trim?
Yes, I would like a trim. But I have to be very specific.
Yes.
This is very important. I would like 1/1,000,000th of a kilometer, trimmed just ever so slightly at an angle with golden scissors. If you could just take the thorax of an ant and then cut that in half. That is the amount that I would like trimmed from my hair at an angle with golden scissors. If that's too confusing, if you could just get close to it and just whisper at it, would probably cut enough.
When you make your request, he acts as if you have just asked for the most normal thing in the universe. Be no problem, my friend. I can do exactly as you wish. If you'll please sit down in my chair, I will go grab my golden scissors.
Oh, wonderful.
And
he's doing it?
I guess so.
How much is he cutting?
Is he cutting anything?
Has he done this before?
With golden scissors?
Do you think they get Tritons here?
Oh, they might.
Do you think other Tritons are like Triggus?
I hope so. I can't hear you. You guys are like right next to my chair. You're on either side of my chair. You're whispering over me. And it's very important when you do cut my hair, none of it can touch the floor. I need to take it with me. Here's my jar.
Very well.
So I have to keep my hair in a jar. It's magical. It's magical.
Very well, my dear man. Of course.
Rhakna makes a face that I leave open to the imagination.
So I have to ask, when Triggus pulls out this jar, is there hair already in it, or is it an empty jar?
Yes, it's my jar of hair.
Triggus, how long have you had that?
Since I was born, all Tritons are given a jar to collect their hair.
And you've never mentioned this? Why?
I thought everyone has a jar of hair. You do not have a jar of hair?
No, Triggus, we don't keep our hair when we cut it.
What do you do with it? Do you make a pillow?
No, we throw it away.
You throw it away. So your hair is not magical?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you.
What kind of magic does your hair do?
I can't really talk about it at this moment because there are things that we cannot reveal to creatures who are not Tritons. Maybe in time.
That's a little ominous. Is Triggus' hair gonna end the world?
Or save it. Vince again reacts as if you've just asked for the most normal, standard thing he's ever heard of.
I love this guy.
He's a great barber.
Oh, good.
He's a pro. So he runs back into the back room again and returns with like a tarp that he carefully lays out below your chair in order to catch the hair that he's going to be trimming off.
Wonderful.
And he surprises everybody by putting the pair of scissors in his tail, at the end of his tail instead of into one of his hands. And he like leans into Triggus' hair very closely and just so very delicately, but also quicker than you could even blink, basically. He just like snips all the way across the end of Triggus' hair at a like very slight angle. The most teeny tiniest pieces of hair fall onto the little tarp. To Rhakna and Kai, it probably looks like no hair has been trimmed at all. The two of you probably wonder if he actually did cut any hair off. Vince very quickly gathers up the tarp and he takes your jar of hair and he like empties the contents of the tarp very carefully into the jar, puts the lid back on and presents it to you.
And then at the conclusion, once you've handed me my hair, I take out the bagpipes and I play just a very soft, quick, tune, like in celebration. It's basically like a memorial for my hair.
Roll me a performance check.
Oh, God. Rhakna watches in awe the whole time. This whole thing.
17.
Yeah, this is a pretty good tune that Vince stands with his like hand on his heart as you play this tune to memorialize your hair.
This dude rules.
Triggus, thank you for the pleasure of cutting your hair, my friend.
Thank you.
It was glorious.
Will you live with us now?
Well, I have a wife and 2 children of my own at home, so I don't...
Okay, they can come too.
I don't think that's quite on our 5-year plan.
Okay. Do you have a spare room?
We do not. I'm so sorry, my dear friend. But you are welcome to come back for a trim anytime you'd like.
I will.
So back to... that was cool.
I'm very passionate about what I do.
I can see that. I don't know if I know the word rad, but that was pretty rad.
You spent a lot of time with Talon, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You definitely know the word rad from Talon.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty rad.
He like clasps his hands together in front of him and gives you like a little bow, like in thanks.
So back to these pranks that have been going on.
Back to the domestic terrorism.
Back to the domestic terrorism. So,
basically.
So you were targeted here at your barbershop.
I was.
So you were actually interested in leading Osylam.
Maybe not so much leading, but I would be happy to represent the people, be on a council of some sort or something along those lines. I don't know that I have the experience to be, say, a mayor or something like that. Just I would like to represent our people. I feel like I have a good grasp on what the city wants and needs.
Could one of the elders be targeting people?
Vince looks really shocked at that. Like, that thought had never crossed his mind before. He entertains it for a split second before he kind of just, oh, no. I really don't believe that the elders, that's just not something they would do. They are very wise. I don't mean to make them sound foolish. They just maybe aren't as effective as they once were.
So, do the other people that have been targeted so far that we know of are James and Rosemary?
Yes.
Do they support you in representing the town?
I believe they do. As far as I know, they have said that yes, they would stand behind me and help me. If a government was able to be formed, they would help me work my way into the new government.
And James seemed to think that the apothecary owner, Megsy, might be next.
Yes, Megsy also shares our belief that a government is an important step for Osylam to make to continue growing and moving forward in a good direction.
Are there... Okay, the elders don't really come out very often, or do they?
They're not seen very often. They occasionally will send a decree or make a decision or something along those lines. They aren't seen very, very frequently at all. In fact, it's been months, I believe, since anyone has even seen them. But things thankfully have remained relatively peaceful in Osylam until now.
And there are people who think that they're doing a good job already?
People tend to resist change, whether that change is overall good or not. Change is hard, and it can be a challenge. And when people are comfortable, they don't always like to face a challenge.
Is there anyone in town who doesn't come to you for a haircut?
Well, there's no one that I know of, but that's because they wouldn't come to me.
I guess I thought the town was small enough that you would just know everybody already.
It is a pretty small town, but we do get new people moving in quite frequently. It's definitely growing. I don't know everybody in town, but I'm the only barber in town, so anyone who needs a haircut who doesn't do it themselves, they come to me.
Is there anything else at all that you can think of that might help us?
The only thing I can remember from that day is that there was a knock on the door, which was a little unusual because folks know they can come right in. And when I went to go collect the package, I heard it sounded like more than one pair of footsteps running away from my door, which I didn't think it was unusual. I just thought maybe a couple of kids were running around in the streets playing. But now that I look back on it, it seems like it could maybe be a clue.
What was the return address on the package?
Well, the package was unlabeled.
That would have been very handy.
I wish they would have left their return address. I would have returned those sprites right back to them.
And this was in broad daylight.
It was.
That's interesting. Well, thank you, Vince, for your time and your help.
Of course. Thank you for looking into it. It's, it's really gonna, I feel like it's really gonna slow things down. If people are afraid to speak up about the fact that they think Osylam needs a government, then it's probably not gonna happen at all if people are intimidated by these pranksters.
We'll do everything we can to help.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. And Triggus, again, it was so nice to meet you, and thank you for the honor of cutting your hair.
It was lovely meeting you.
And we awkwardly back out of the conversation.
Do we pay him?
Triggus probably exchanged maybe like 2 silvers for a haircut.
What do you guys think? Should we just head straight to the apothecary, or should we maybe ask some of the other people who've been targeted?
I think that we should talk to Magazine.
Okay, the apothecary it is.
It is absolutely necessary for the peace and safety of mankind that some of Earth's dark, dead corners and unplumbed depths be let alone, lest sleeping abnormalities wake to resurgent life, to newer and wider conquests. H.P. Lovecraft. But what if the worst should happen, and these words go unheeded? The darkness deepens, but you'll find you're not alone with the Lovely Craftians, a Call of Cthulhu actual play podcast, available at lovelycraftianspodcast.com or your favorite podcasting app. We all roll for sanity together here.
Hey Dicelings, it's Becca here with a couple of quick announcements before we hop right back in. We really hope you're enjoying this episode. We had a blast making it. I'm super excited to say that we have an eel mail this week. This eel mail is to Kaylin, and it's from Adam. And Adam says, Dear Kaylin, I'm sorry I did a bully on you in the Roaring Trainers Discord and said you smell like farts. You do not smell like farts. It was a goof gone wrong, and I haven't been able to sleep a wink since. I hope you can find forgiveness in your heart for me, although I definitely do not deserve it. Your friend, Adam. Okay, that's a pretty good apology, you have to admit, Kaylin, and I'm pretty sure you don't smell like farts. I mean, I've never met you, but if I had to guess, I'd say you probably don't smell like farts. If you would like to send an email, you can go to our website, thedicegirlspodcast.com, and under the Support Us menu is the email option. So I mentioned a couple weeks back that we had merch coming very, very soon and that we were working on it, and we are super, super close to putting it out there for you all. We're so excited about it. So there are definitely going to be some announcements regarding that coming soon, so stay tuned on social media. Speaking of social media, thank you to everyone who is using our hashtag the Dice Girls. It helps us get the word out there. It's cool to be able to go and see the cool things that everyone has said about us. It's just awesome. Basically, thank you all for everything. I was looking through some of our iTunes reviews today, and the support and love and amazing things that y'all have to say are just that. They're amazing, and we're super appreciative of everything you do for us. Thank you so much for being awesome. I'm gonna let you get back to the show, and I'll talk to you again next week.
Head down the street to the apothecary. When you open the door, you see a thin, tall, tan-colored tabaxi, which is a cat person.
Kitty cat.
Yeah. You see a thin and tall tan-colored tabaxi standing behind a counter in the apothecary. She's like marks around her eyes that make it look like she's wearing really thick eyeliner. She has a few brown spots on her tail, including one at the very tip, and she has piercing green eyes. And she looks up and smiles a toothy grin at you as you walk through the door.
Wow.
Hello. Hello. You must be. Dear God. Okay. Triggus, no.
I'm communicating with our new friend.
You're not.
No? Does she not speak cat?
You should assume that everyone you meet speaks common first.
Oh, what ho? Are you magazine?
She, when you were making cat sounds.
I feel awkward.
When you were making cat sounds at her, she started kind of like wringing her hands together and like her face looked a little concerned. And she kind of looked around at the three of you a little nervously. I don't speak that dialect of whatever language he's speaking. I'm so sorry.
He's just being offensive. Don't worry.
Oh,
he's just being offensive. Don't worry.
He doesn't understand the intricacies of interaction, of conversation.
Oh, me neither. Thank God.
Oh, this will be an interesting exchange then.
And she's still nervously, like, basically wringing her hands, playing with her fingers nervously. What can I do for you?
I'm sorry about my friends. I feel compelled to say that first.
It's quite all right. Quite okay.
My name is Rhakna, and this is Triggus and Kai. We came to ask you a few questions.
Oh, well, I hope I haven't done anything wrong. Is everything okay?
Oh, you're fine. It's just other people are rude.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Is that what you call like leaving a mimic in someone's basement and stuff, like egging? That's just rude.
That's pretty rude.
Yeah, I mean it is, but like, anyways. Well, we've heard about the recent pranks going on in town, and our friend James, the leatherworker, expressed that he thought you might be the next target of one of these pranks.
Her eyes get like really wide, and she looks like she's about to panic a little bit. Oh dear, he thinks I'm next. What are they gonna do? I can't. Why?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. Rhakna also starts to panic a little. Well, okay. James thought that everyone who's being attacked had a common thread, that you all believe that there should be a bit of reform in the government of Osylam. Do you feel the same way they do?
Megsy thinks about it for a moment, and she says, well, I mean, I did express some concern recently with some of my customers that really the elders are just, they're getting older, and what if something happens to them? What if they get too old? And what if then we have nothing, and we can't have nothing. We have to have something, right? I mean, so, I worry about them. I don't want anything to happen, but people get old, and our elders are, well, they're elder. So that was really where I was coming from. I don't want there to be chaos.
He's so freaking cute. Has Osylam always been run by the same elders?
For as long as I've lived here, yes, they've been the town elders for a very, very long time. As long as I know.
Do you use a litter box?
No.
I'm so sorry about my friend. He's
you don't have to answer that question.
Please. Yeah. He's only been on land for like, okay, well it's been a couple months. Been a minute, but like he really is not very good at this kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that.
So are we just gonna like camp out and see if something happens to her?
Yeah, I kind of want to.
I think we should protect her.
Yeah.
Do I need protecting?
Well, we just want to like catch the person who's pulling the pranks on people, and if we can stop them before you prank you, even better.
That seems reasonable. That just yeah. I haven't been worried about being pranked, but now I am. What do you think they're gonna do?
They've done something different to each person, so we don't know.
I do remember Rosemary saying her house got egged recently.
Yeah.
Is that what?
That was the tamest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
For you, it might be like toxic catnip or something along those lines.
They haven't really tried to kill anybody, so I don't think
you might be the first.
No. Triggus!
That's why we are going to protect you, because you're delightful.
Well, thank you. Should I be scared?
No. We're capable.
No. Is my life in danger?
I don't think so.
How can you be sure?
Nobody else has died.
Maybe I should I stop talking about my worry about the elders? I don't want to invite any ill will or death.
Yes, no, somebody's just angry. Once we catch them, I think you'll be okay.
There's no reason for you to stop expressing how you feel about how your town, the place you live, should be run. It's just that some people aren't willing to have civil discussions, or at least that's what they seem like to me. So we just want to help. We were hoping that we could maybe hang around and if anything suspicious happens or anything like that, then maybe we can catch the people who are responsible for this.
And we will kill them.
We will not.
We will apprehend
dear.
only Triggus.
We have to protect Catwoman.
Yes. But we will not kill them.
Okay, unless you tell me go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, don't kill unless we say go.
Oh dear. This seems like quite an ordeal. Well, please don't kill anybody.
We have no intention of killing anyone.
We just want to find out, like, who they are, what they're doing. Tell them to stop.
Okay.
Maybe some light threatening.
Oh dear.
Light threatening.
Her eyes get a little big. Oh my. Okay. Well, it's actually about this time of day that I meditate for a few hours. So I need to really go do that. You are welcome to kind of look around. You seem like trustworthy people, unless you kill someone or threaten them. But you're welcome. You're welcome to stay around the shop and have a peek around. I do need to go and it's my meditation time. I'll be back in a few hours.
Wow. Quick question before you go. How many entrances to the shop do you have?
2. There are 2. We got the front door that you came through, and then the back door that leads into to a little alley.
Cool.
If I may ask, where do you go to meditate? Is there any reason you couldn't do it here so that...
I actually... Are you worried about my personal safety? Should I not go outside anymore?
No. Rhakna's still nervous. No, if they see us here in the building, then they might just... How do I put this nicely? They might not target the building.
So it's better for you if they do attack me?
No. I just...
It's better if they attack the building than you.
Definitely. 100%, yeah. I'm afraid something might happen to you while you're gone, if you're out in the open.
I will remember that, and perhaps today I can meditate in my basement.
Yeah, I can do that. It's cozy enough down there. It's and then I'll be right here. And she has like an ornate like rug on the floor of her shop, and she like pulls back the corner to reveal a trapdoor. It's very similar to James's. In fact, it's identical to the setup that was in James's shop, the leatherworking shop. And she says, well, okay, I'm gonna go do my meditation. Thank you so much.
Wait.
Yeah. Should we...
Can we just check down there before you go?
Just a quick sweep.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
We just want to be certain that there's nothing down there.
Oh.
Because that's where James's was.
Is anywhere safe for me right now?
We're here, so you're good.
You'll protect me?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Rhakna goes first.
You walk down the stairs into the basement, and it is dark down there, but Rhakna can see. And it actually is quite like neat and tidy looking. There are just like rows and rows of vials and bottles, and there's like boxes of ingredients, and everyone is like neatly labeled. It is like meticulously labeled, and it's very organized. It's very pristine.
Are there any suspicious looking chests?
Or other items?
Right, because a mimic could be anything.
It could be the litter box.
Unlikely.
There's no litter box in the basement.
Also, if I were a mimic, that would probably be one of the last things I would want to discuss so fast.
Yeah.
It's definitely on the bottom of the list.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. You do see a chest in the back corner of the basement, and it is labeled clothing.
I throw a ball bearing at it just to be safe.
Roll me. Dexterity check.
That's a 1.
You throw the ball bearing, like, you're remembering your time with the mimic in James's basement, and you throw the ball bearing really hard, and it, like, bounces off of her desk and comes back and hits you in the forehead, and you take 1 damage.
You also now only have 999 ball bearings. Use the rest of them wisely.
Somebody else want to go touch the chest? Because I missed pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm going to take one of the candles out of my priest pack, and I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to take one of the candles out of my priest pack and not throw it, and go over to the chest and poke it with the candle.
You poke the chest and nothing happens.
It's not sticky.
Nope.
Well, let's look inside then.
No. Triggus.
It might be treasure.
It's
disguised
not.
as clothing.
And if it is treasure, that's not our treasure.
Okay.
That's Megsy's treasure.
Okay.
Megsy, is there anything down here that you don't remember being down here?
Yeah,
or that isn't yours?
Look weird.
Megsy, like, follows you down the stairs, cause she has not followed you at this point. She's been up in her shop. She comes down the stairs, and she takes a couple of minutes to kind of like closely inspect everything. Like, she's looking at every label and every jar, and you get the feeling that she knows where everything is in this place. And after a few minutes, she looks around, and she stands up kind of straight and says, "No, everything seems to be in its place. There was an extra ball bearing on the floor that I've never seen before. Is that anything? Could that be something?"
No, that's weird. No, okay. You have fun meditating. We're gonna be upstairs.
Rhakna picks up the ball bearing off the floor and pockets it.
Cool. And
Adding it to your inventory.
Writes 1 ball bearing on her character sheet. So Megsy, after the 3 of you have gone back up into her shop, she, would you mind replacing the rug when I've shut the door? I'll move it out of the way again when the trap door is open, but maybe I'll be hidden and no one will be able to murder me.
I don't think there's a danger of that, but yes, we will replace your rug.
Thank you so much. And she shuts the trap door, and you are standing in her store.
We replaced the rug, yeah. Put it over.
We should go speak with Raspberry now.
No, Triggus, we gotta stay and watch the store.
Oh, we're staying? Is it like a sleepover?
A sleepover in the middle of the day where we don't sleep, we watch stuff. Yes.
Then it's a nap over. This is exciting.
No napping, no sleeping. We gotta be aware of our surroundings.
Triggus, we're just going to be keeping an eye out and making sure that nobody targets Megsy. You know, James had that mimic in his basement that someone left him, and and Vince, he had those sprites released.
On his doorstep, yeah.
Yeah, and Rosemary, her house was egged. So we just need to make sure nothing like that happens here to Megsy.
I see.
Yeah.
We're on duty.
We are on duty.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So if you see anybody being suspicious. Just let us know.
Well, I kind of question Kai's motives at times. Is that what we're looking for?
The three of us are not suspects.
We're not suspects.
No.
Yes, Megsy is also not a suspect.
Okay.
Just want to throw that out there now.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go sit by the back door. Why don't you sit up here and at the front with Rhakna and watch through the windows and see if you see any suspicious people.
Okay.
Sounds good. I think we got this.
Yeah.
I think
we're professionals.
Yes. And this is probably a good time for a spy song.
You can sing your spy song, but be quiet, because Megsy's trying to meditate.
Oh, okay. Sitting in a bottle store, we're looking for creepy people.
Triggus, I just remembered something else that I need to tell you. Please don't let anyone else know what we're doing. Please don't call anyone who happens to come by, creepy. Because
also, please don't tell people that we're on duty.
Yes.
Try to keep this low key.
And also remember that we might just have people who stop by who just wanted to buy something from Megsy and don't realize that she's not here right now.
Okay.
So
don't
everyone.
attack out of the gate.
Yeah, don't lead with, violence.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do this.
Alright, we continue our watch.
Yeah.